Hey everyone, it's Ursula from Popcorn Anatomy, and here to narrate what is perhaps the most controversial video we've made up to now. Yeah, okay, so compared to actual world scale issues, it's really nothing, but this is the internet, guys, and there are people who will find reasons to be offended by what we have to say about Jared Leto's Joker. So, that picture released by David Ayer on Twitter May of 2015 has been around for 11 months now, and by now many fans have already calmed their titties. Except, of course, for the people threatening not to watch the movie anymore because they quote-unquote ruined the Joker. First of all, the movie hasn't even come out yet, and it's annoying that both superhero industries have pretty much turned their fans into people who judge stuff and spoil endings before we even get to analyze the product. But if we're already going to start judging the character by how he looks like, we're willing to say he's going to be okay, because honestly the guy doesn't look bad. And we're not talking about real life, although we're talking about the new Joker. Yes, the new one, yes the costume, yes the tattoos, yes the hair, yes the grill, and yes the pimp look. Besides the fact that this character is one that's existed for 75 years and has continued to evolve and change and look different and still be relevant to his time and audience, Leto's Joker really doesn't hold much that hasn't been seen before. Let's start with the visual elements. Hair? Check. Anyone complaining that his hair is too fluorescent is really just finding excuses to complain, because not only has his hairstyle already existed, but there have been like a million different shades of green that have been used for it. The tattoos? Not completely unheard of. An all-star Batman and Robin, the Joker sports a colorful Chinese dragon tattoo covering his entire back. The pimp look? The Joker's worn pretty much everything. I mean, you could argue that Heath Ledger's suit and makeup look like Beetlejuice, but no one's gonna argue that because they're too busy raving about his acting. The only thing we haven't seen him wear yet, to our knowledge at least, is the grill. But as we've stated, the Joker has existed for a long time, and everyone's played him a little bit differently. We understand if you're a sucker for the old look and if that didn't persuade you much, but here's something else. Does anyone even remember how people reacted after it was announced that Heath Ledger would be playing the Joker? Let me remind you that this was before The Dark Knight came out, before everyone started judging him by that one performance, and before he died. Heath Ledger got a lot of flack. He was criticized for not looking like the character, for not having a big enough smile, for not having enough of a wide range of performances, for being too pretty, for not being Jack Nicholson, and for having played a gay cowboy. And now he's practically being worshipped, because he got a chance to prove himself, because his performance was awesome. So awesome in fact that he won a posthumous Academy Award for it. And who's to say this can't happen to Jared Leto either? Without the dying, of course. Hopefully.
It's gone.
But Ledger's look was definitely very scandalous when it came out, and it wasn't even the first or the only besides Leto's to cause controversy. Some of the oddest, most disturbing were the monkey, the mask, Bruce Wayne's mom, the Playboy, the literal monster, and Lord Voldemort. Out of all of these, and there are others, Jared Leto is by far the best out of them all. And unlike many of these, Leto's Joker is actually one of the most seemingly comic accurate to come to the big screen. More like Jack Nicholson's, the new Joker derives very much from what we've seen in the comics, but while one stayed more true to the classic look, the other went more with the newer, darker ones that the Dark Knight series inspired. Leto's Joker looks uncannily similar to the one in Endgame, and we've already mentioned the All-Star one. But let's get down to the core of what we really wanted this video to be. Popcorn Anatomy isn't very much about judging, or maybe we are, sometimes, but we're more about predicting. We like ourselves a good hypothesis, and we like to predict based on what we've already seen, rather than what we're expecting to see. The last reason we think Suicide Squad's Joker is going to be great is because of the actor himself. Jared Leto has proved himself plenty of times. He's been said to completely adopt the character on set, much like his predecessor. He's done both dramas and comedic roles and has always fully contributed to his role. He gained 60 pounds to play Mark Chapman and lost 40 to play an AIDS victim in Dallas Buyers Club, a film which required him to, like the Joker, kick himself in makeup and play someone completely different than himself. He even won an Oscar for that. If Ledger was allowed to prove himself after he was cast, why can't people just admit the fact that Leto has already done so? But of course, we can't fully say anything before the movie comes out. If you like this video, please be sure to subscribe or give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment on what you would like us to review, analyze, pick apart, or talk about next. And that was it. See you next week!